week brings us to the 1.5 Kansas Speedway here in Kansas. And I'll tell you what, this is one of our favorite tracks to call races from. It's it's a nice little track here, and it's kind of a racy track. It's not as racy as like Michigan, Las Vegas, and all those other tracks, but it still is a racy track. And currently is home to one of the closest finishes in NASCAR history between Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson, and that's the real world, which unfortunately Buescher ended up missing out on the playoffs by 1/1000th of a second, which had to be frustrating for him because 2 races into the playoffs, or 1 race into the playoffs, in the next race at the Glen, he ended up winning, which would have put him in the round of 12. Honestly, I think that them RFK cars, and this is another thing we're going to talk about, I think them RFK cars are going to be fast, like as fast as these past 2 years. And honestly, I could see them both getting far in the playoffs next season. But Brad's got it. They're going to have to get more than 1 win. It's kind of like Elliott's scenario. You have to get more than 1 win. Because I think Brad was either out after the first or second round? I can't really remember. I think it was the first. Yeah, I think it was the first round he got knocked out. But you cannot go into the playoffs with just 1 win. You can't do that. But anyways, we're waiting on one more driver. So it's going to be 167 laps, 200 miles here tonight around this track. It says 250, but it's 200. It is the Heart of America 200 for the Craftsman Truck Series. And we are racing on Saturday night. There is no Xfinity Series race this week, so it's just Trucks and Cup. We're racing here at night. And then tomorrow, we have the Advent Health 400 at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Fox Tube TV. There is just 9 races to go until the playoffs here in the Craftsman Truck Series season. And I tell you what, it's only going to heat up more and more in these last 9 races. You got Urban, 4 wins. You got Baker, 2 wins. You got Hunter McKinnon, got his first career win. He's in the playoffs. You got Hunter, or not Hunter again. You got Matt Crafton, who also won. He won the season opener, so he is currently in the playoffs right now. So it's going to heat up over these last 9 races. And honestly, this is the part where you start to see friendships kind of disappear on the track. This is the part where they're locking in, because when you get to race 18, which is the final race of the regular season, that's the regular season finale. And these drivers got 9 races to try to clinch that regular season championship. There's going to be no friends on the track. You might see the splashy rule used a couple of times. It was definitely used last week at Dover in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race. Why don't we talk about that real quick? So here we go. Urban, you can't really see a replay, but so Urban gets a nice restart. He's second, gets a restart on the outside of Brandon Brown. They cross the start-finish line. Urban clears Brandon Brown for a minute, then ends up the track a little more. He ends up in the middle of the track, not up the track, but like in the middle part. Joey Logano, driving the 22 part-time in that race, got to the inside of the 24 of Urban. Urban puts the rear quarter panel to him, risking spinning himself out. Joey gets loose as a result of that. Then Urbain sees the 68 on his outside, so he decides to tap him. The 68 goes into the wall, and the tap into the 22 got him loose enough that he actually spun out, which brought out the caution after the white flag. So Urbain ended up winning at Dover last week in dramatic fashion. That's just an instance. You might see that rule used, but keep in mind, if you're gonna try a move like that for the win, you got to be careful because if you do that the wrong way, a mistake using that move could determine whether or not you win the regular season crown. And right now, it's in Urbain's control. Despite stage wins from Baker, and despite, the 2 race wins he has, Urbain has 2 more starts than Baker does because Baker had those 2-week suspension. So right now it is in Urbain's command, but there's 9 races to go, and Baker can definitely make those points up. So it's not over yet. You don't clinch the regular season title at Kansas. You clinch it in race number 18. You can either clinch it before race 18, like a couple races before, a race before, or you can clinch it in that race. That's it. So it's one of those scenarios, like, it's not really friends on the racetrack, but you don't really, I guess what I'm trying to say is you don't really have to really worry about that until race 14, which is Daytona. Right, these first 4 races, once we get during these first 4 races, I'm gonna tell the drivers this. We say that there's no fringe because there's 9 races left in the regular season, but you need to take it easy for now. It's kind of like trying to win the race on the first lap. You don't need to be going out there doing something ridiculous, making somebody mad, and risking yourself in the next 9 races. You need to, especially if you're a driver that's going to the playoffs. So you need to go out there and you need to hit your marks. But once we get into race number 14, like at Daytona, that's when you should really start to race aggressive. And if you wreck trying, you wreck trying. But that's when you should start to get aggressive. Okay, check this out. We're going to have 4 races left in the regular season after this race. If I'm not in those playoffs, I need to be up there getting points. If Hunter McKinnon's leading the race and Ben Rhodes needs to win to make the playoffs, Ben Rhodes might move him out the way to win, to get into the playoffs. It can happen anywhere, anytime, in any race in these next few races coming up. So after this race, we head to South Carolina for Darlington for Throwback Week. What's up, Jordan? Gonna be a great week there in Darlington. Then the week after that, it counts as a points race for the Truck Series, but we start All-Star Weekend at Richmond. The next 2 points-paying races after Richmond is Charlotte and Gateway. So the Gateway, you're definitely gonna see somebody put the bump and run, especially at Richmond, because those races count for points. That is points towards the postseason. So for an example, Hunter McKinnon's leading at Richmond. He might get moved out of the way by Ben Rhodes. It's the same thing for Carson Baker or Urbain. They might get moved out of the way for points. But then once you go into Daytona, they're going to race really aggressive. That's race 14. There's only 18 races in the regular season. They're going to race hard. And you better hope that you don't wreck yourself trying to go for it, but if you do, you do. And then once after Daytona, you got Iowa, which is another track where you could potentially see the bump and run. Then you go to Pocono. You're not really going to see much of a bump and run there, but you definitely could see a truck move another truck up the track. To a lot of these tracks, you could see a truck move the other truck up the track or tap them up the track. But you're probably not going to see a bump and run as much. Then you go to Indianapolis. You're probably not going to see much of a bump and run there. You're just going to probably see them move up the track. And then the regular season finale, which is Michigan. You're not going to see a bump and run there. But you are gonna potentially see another truck make a mistake or move them up the track for the win. So there's so many options here. And if you're one of these drivers, that doesn't have a win or is not good in points right now, with 9 races to go until the playoffs, you need to start your journey now. You don't want to be going into Michigan 38th in points with only one top 5. You want to win. That way when you get to Michigan, you can be like, okay, I can just go for a second win here. I'm already in the playoffs. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start because apparently Kyle can't make it now, so because we got to get rolling, so because like I said, I don't want to be sitting here all night. Kind of bums me out. I was hoping for a nice full house tonight.
We're going to try to help them out, and if the dog's needed, we'll be there. Call the vehicle one more time. Silver SUV. Oh.
Turn that down a little bit. Had to turn on live PD. Hunter, you joining?
Yeah, I had to change that truck real quick because it wasn't on the right truck.
Okay. Change it to Kansas real quick.
Yeah, invite me one more time.
Okay. Yo, no way an actual NASCAR driver just liked my post.
Hello.
The Aki Norio Gata guy. That's cool.
There we go. That's better.
Alright, so here we go. So we are ready to get the Heart of America 200 underway. Now remember, and Hunter, listen up here. Remember, restart violations exist. If you pull out a line before the start-finish line or you pass somebody before the start-finish line, that is a restart violation. It does not matter if it's lap 1 or lap 167. You will be penalized for that. And in fact, if there's a late race restart and you end up winning the race as a result of a jump, then you're going to end up disqualified. And that's just a mistake you can't afford to make, especially if you're one of those drivers who needs points because of there only being 9 races left in the regular season. It happened to Carson Baker in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race last week. He pulled out a line and he got penalized for it. As here we go. Green flag and the Heart of America 200 is underway. Here we go in stage 1, so it's 40 laps. Looks like we can make it on fuel through this stage. .22, showing some speed there, but look at the 11. The 11 out front. And he's going to lead lap 1 here at Kansas. He won last week at Dover. He got a nice jump to start this race. How about the 11 truck getting out there? '22 truck showed some speed on the opening lap, but was unable to complete a pass on him. Oh, the 11 caught the wall there. That should help out the 22 a little bit. Where are you at, Hunter? Oh, nice. Don't forget to crew chief for me tomorrow, buddy. I've been waiting for my crew chief to come back. So, now that we've had a minute to listen to these trucks, like we said, the 11 out there to almost a 2-second lead off the 22. How about that? Nice jump to start the race. This is what the 11 crew wants to see. A nice restart like that. Especially, like if we get a caution. That'll set you up for success in the long run. Well, with the number of cautions that have spiked in pretty much every race this season, you just know at any point, especially back to back to back to back to back to back, that they're going to push that button and turn on those yellow lights on the track, because not in one race have we had a prolonged green flag run. Well, what I meant to say is, not in one race have we had, more laps under green than yellow. And so far, so good here. We've completed 7 green flag laps. I remember there was a race where we couldn't even complete one. I believe that was Sonoma. And then they ended up completing a lap, and finally, we see some laps being completed, and the 11 catching up to lap traffic, and if he can do that, that's going to benefit him even more. Make no mistake, though, anything can happen. The 11 team clearly brought a fast truck to this track, but that could change between now and lap 167 when the checkered flag flies, which after watching these first 9 laps of the race, I would imagine the 11 crew would hope that their truck is in the lead when the checkered flag flies in this race. But anything can happen. And the 11 kind of got a little loose there. He's got a 4-second lead. And 10 laps complete in the Heart of America 200, and we'll take you side by side. You won't miss a thing. The 11 in command here at Kansas Speedway. No, that was me. I spun. I don't know how. I just ended up spinning, though. I'll just have to be more careful. Oop, 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 oop. Sorry, Splashy. Good start to the race, boys. I like the fact that we ran a lot of green flag laps. Dang it, I just hit the wall. Also, guys, just a reminder, if you do commit a restart violation during the race, such as passing the truck in front of you before the start-finish line, or pulling out of line, it is a pass-through penalty. Welcome back to the Heart of America 200. 2 cautions. Urbane caught up to lap traffic and then ended up spinning out, bringing out the first one. Him and Carson Baker had a nice battle for the lead during the break. Oop, they make contact there. And Carson Baker goes to the lead. Oh, the 11 gets contacted by the 9, and around he goes. Alright, we're gonna pit here.
I hit you?
Yes,
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
you're good. Third caution. The 11 decides to pit now.
I should have put down about
Yeah, guys, I pit now just to get the damage taken care of. Well, I gotta give the position back. I'm not trying to get a penalty. If you pull out a line and then correct it, it's fine. Also. Oh, I just fixed my truck and I got a little damage. Now I'm gonna have to fix my truck again. Because the AI just brake check. What the heck? The 51 just kept rear-ending me and then spun out. I'm pitting again because I need to get freaking damages. Or not damage on my truck because I got brake checked. That's the only thing I hate about having to hold the line, but we gotta do it because it's the rules. Okay, we're not going to talk about that restart violation the AI just did. Final 10 laps of stage 1. So, I think the best the 11 crew can do here is at least get some stage points. And freaking AI in a nutshell. We were doing so good, and then the AI just caused 2 cautions. So the 11 did get into the top 10. I'd love to see if there's enough time for him to get up there and do something. He brought a fast truck to the track this weekend. Had a couple bad luck instances on track tonight, but he's been fast. Stay low. I'm going to your outside. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit you. What the heck? Your truck just shoved me in the wall. I don't know. Well, that's got to be the 6th caution. 2 to go here in stage 1. I don't know if the 11's going to be able to get up there all the way to the lead. Going to your inside, Splashy. Never mind. Inside. Final lap, stage 1. The 11 aims for the outside. The 22's in the wall. And the 11 gets spun out. And finishes third in the stage. The 22 got spun out as well. Tyler Ankrum gets his first career Craftsman Truck Series stage win. Dang, man. Sorry, guys. We had it there for a minute. I thought we were going to easily take the lead there and win that stage, but we'll take third. Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened there, but here we go. Stage 2 underway. Okay, what is going on now?
Yeah, turn around between 4 and I see you and Flashy.
Because we was doing so good.
This for me, basically, you good in 3rd place. Okay.
So here goes the 11. Yeah, he's going to the inside. 3 wide for the lead. They made contact. The 11 gets punted below the line, but gets back up on the track and almost spun out by the 9. And how was that a caution, bro? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the new NASCAR game. At least I got the lead, I guess. Getting ready for the 8th restart of the race. That probably shouldn't have happened. The 11 back in the lead. Off the restart. And how is Joe Nemechek in second, bro? Now Clay Greenfield. Splashy, I ain't gonna lie. Both me and you almost won stage 1, dude. I think, honestly, it would have been a photo finish. Because me and you had some speed there. Despite all that damage, I somehow had the speed. Yeah, it could be a glitch. Honestly, I feel like most of these cautions were just because of glitchiness. Because, like, we were doing so good. The one caution only came out because I spun out. And then we had the crash at the end of stage 1. Yeah, like, it was because of a glitch, Hunter. Yeah. That's why I'm saying right now, guys, if I say I'm going low, go to the high side of the track, please. Or if I say I'm going low, go to the high side, please. Or if I'm going high, please go to the low side. And we have 10 laps complete of 38 here in stage 2, and we'll take you side by side again. Hopefully, we get to run the whole side by side under green. Can we get a W in chat, though, for the Tyler Ankrum stage win? Like, at least it went to some deserving driver and not just, like, some goofball like Clay Greenfield. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect to come in here and be this good. Like, Kansas was normally one of my bad tracks online, and, like, once I get back in the field, I kind of do have some bad luck. But once I get past all that and in a good spot and I can get the lead, I actually can cook. I just gotta make sure I don't freaking spin out again, because I freaking hate that when I'm doing so good and then, like, I just spin out randomly. Like, remember what happened at Bristol, Hunter, where you ended up winning the race and I led most of it, but you ended up winning because I spun out on the final lap? Like, that is why I'm trying to be so careful right now. Oh, sorry, Splashy. Welcome back to the Heart of America 200. Caution is out again, as Nick Sanchez went around and the caution will come out. Get ready for the restart. It's Urbane and Baker on the front row like it was at the start. Green flag. 17 to go, stage 2. I'm trying, and the 20 or the 11 is starting to put blocks on. He's starting to block. Just because he's won a race does not mean he is disqualified from winning more or trying to go for more wins. And you're going to see him block the best he can to hang on to the lead there. And there's some more contact. You see the 22 trying to get to the inside. They're making contact. The 11 does not want to give the lead up. I think the 22's got him here. More contact. What can the 11 do? He's going to have to give the position to the 22. That's all he can do. The 22 in command of the race. The 11 to the low side. He's going to regain the lead. Oh, my bad, Splashy. I did not mean to do that at all. I actually was off the gas when that happened, too. I did not full gas it. Here we go, back to green. Clay Greenfield going for the lead. Oh. Contact all over the place. Clay Greenfield to the lead. The 11 trying to fight back on that inside lane. Contact with the 22. He saves it. Oh, but it's going to be dangerous getting back up on track here. Yep, we knew that was going to happen. And look at that. Hardly any damage for the 11. And he stays very much alive for this stage. I don't think there's any damage on that truck. He got on the brakes pretty good. And off of the gas pretty good when he spun out there. But of course, he had to get back up on track. He couldn't stay down there, so he went up and, you know, unfortunate that the wreck happened, but the 11's got to get back up on track to, you know, have a chance to try to go win this stage, especially because he was close to winning it in stage 1, and then that big crash involving the 22 happened. The 22's in the lead. The 11 got a little loose there. He got into the wall. No way that's a caution, bro. That is ridiculous. Five to go, stage 2. The 11 looking for a move that could potentially set him up to win the stage. He's there. He made the move. He's now the leader. Look at the 22, though. '22 attacking. Oh, my God. And the 22 will win stage 2. Urbane will finish 3rd in both stages as a result of a spin. Pit with me, Hunter. Alright, so here we go for the final stage. Urbane, he's looking for the race win here. He got stage points. But there's other drivers looking for the race win as well. .87 to go. And 3 wide for the lead. Urbane gets it. Green flag, here we go. Splashy, make sure you're not in front of that truck. before the start finish line. Oh, I thought I pit you for a minute. You see them getting aggressive. Aggressive for a race win, and ironically, I don't blame them. You saw Urbane, he was willing to do what it took for a stage 2 win there. You know, he got into the side of the 22 to try to slow him down and just unfortunately spun himself out, so. Still plenty of racing to do here. But you know these trucks will do whatever it takes. For a race win. We started about an hour later, and the caution is out. They're going to have to pit at least once before the end of the race. Here we go. We've seen these two battle back and forth all night long, and I don't expect it to stop anytime soon. There's some more contact. We mentioned the 11, you know, he's not eliminated from being able to go for a race win. So he's going to do what it takes to protect his leads. No way they scored me second at the time of caution. Yeah, Splashy, can I have first, please, to the green, because I technically was in front of you. Go ahead of me, and I'm going to cross you over real quick, because I run better on the low side, but we need to do it fast. Stay high, stay high, stay high. $70 laps remain, and it's only going to heat up more here at Kansas. Look at the blocking from the 11, but he opens up the bottom. The 22 is going to clear him. Here goes the 11 back to the inside of the 22. And into the grass goes the 11. And into the wall. And around he goes. Yeah, I'm going to pit there. I got absolute. We're going to ignore the fact that that happened because that should not have happened. But I ended up spinning out off contact. I mean, I should have got back up on the track sooner. I shouldn't have tried to go into. You know what? You guys didn't go. Forget you. But I shouldn't have tried to. What the heck? It just made me spin out. And then Jason White spun out. That's the only reason. And then another wreck in turn 1. That's the only reason we got the yellow. So let's not debate. The 11's definitely led the most laps here tonight. Stay in line. New rule though. If AI do not go on the start, then just go past them. Don't jeopardize your chances of being able to gain track position if an AI doesn't go. Now, if they're like actually racing, then you have to stay in line and stay behind them. But if they don't go, then just go. Quit trying to run me into the wall. 8. Oh my God, you guys are slow. As look at this, the 11 breaks into the top 10. Look at the 11. Dude, I was clearly in front of him. You know, I'm going on the restart. I'm passing that truck because I was clearly ahead of that truck. Oh, somebody pit. Look at Ty Majeski out there. He was out. He was there a lot last week at Dover. He's leading. But for how long? The 22 and 98 battling. 22 clears the 98. Here comes the 11. Stay high, stay high, stay high. Oh. Never mind, I thought I had a run. Now stay high. And the 11 regains the lead here in Kansas. Jordan, you still watching? .52 to go from Kansas Speedway, and caution is out. And we've had the lead change a lot in this race, but nobody has led more than that number 11 truck. The 22 and 11 making some contact there. The 11 wants to hang on to at least second here. He's going to shove Ty Majeski out of his way. And he's looking to regain the lead here. And he does just before the caution comes out. And with less than 40 to go, to guarantee that these trucks can make it to the end of the race, that is when you should pit. Everybody should pit. It shouldn't matter. Everybody should pit. As we are back to green. And there's a wreck in the back. Caution is out. And the 11 opts to pit with them. Or no, he doesn't. He stays out. .43 laps remain, and around goes the 87. And the caution will fly. Yeah, I think it's the AI causing all these cautions. That's why I wish we had all humans in the lobby. The 9 still looking to lead his first laps tonight. And the 22 regains the lead. With less than 40 to go. Here comes the 11 with a crazy run. And he retakes the lead. 22 gonna have another chance here. Whoa, got a little loose there, the 11 did. The 11 got into the 22 there. He scraped the wall. .38 to go. Oh, my bad, Splashy. I just completely dumped you. How was that not a... I was gonna say, How is that not a caution? Hey, Hunter, let's pit here.
Oh shit. You said it too late. Next caution out there. I'm not good with you. You said it too late. Damn it.
Sorry about that, Splashy. As we get ready to go green. Dang, Splashy, me and you just drove to top 20. That was crazy. I had crazy speed, dude. You should have saw my truck. I was like up the track. Okay, you know what, AI, you're being a jackwagon. I'm going up there. I'm not risking my race because of that. And just drives me below the line. Contact. Let's not spin them again. Contact. Of course, I end up in the wall. Well, because why not? Freaking dumb AI, bro. Now I have to pit all over again. At least I'm going to have enough fuel to make it. Hunter, you should have pitted.
I did it earlier.
Oh, okay. Go, Freezing. Otherwise, I'm going. I am racing for a freaking win here. .27 to go. This 11 truck, he's been fast all race. Passes the 22. .32 way up there with Tyler Ankrum, but the 11 truck showing some speed. He's cutting this lead down. Hunter, your truck just brake checks mine. Yeah. I know. And of course, I get spun out as well. I might as well pit again. Hunter, I'm not gonna lie, you probably should have pit with us just for fresh tires. Because me and Splashy, we've been really fast with fresh tires. And you might actually have a shot to win. Splashy, that's a penalty, man. You passed the 56. You're gonna have to serve it under caution. Or next time by. I hate to do that to you, but that was clear as day. I saw that. It's just a pass through like last time. Try not to pass me, otherwise there's gonna be another one. Here, I won't give it to you that time because, like, I'm sure you didn't even mean to do that, but I know it's kind of hard with these freaking AI being stupid, but it is the rule, so I have to enforce it. Hey, Hunter's in the lead. Careful up there, buddy. I see you guys wrecking. Don't completely screw yourself trying to keep a position. There's still plenty of racing to do here. Yeah, look at the Team Urban cars on the front row. Freaking dumb AI, bro. I was doing good when I was in the lead, and, like, I'm just trying to get back to the lead. I don't want to have to pit again and ruin my chances of winning. No matter what, I'm not pitting again. Nine laps to go from Kansas Speedway. Hunter McKinnon, Gus Dean battling. Gus Dean looking for career win number 2. There goes Carson Baker. Oh my God, you idiot, bro. Baker to the lead with 8 to go. Wreck Gus Dean for me if he gets up there with you, because he freaking dumped me and I'm trying to get him. Sorry, Splashy, but I'm paying this guy back because that was just ridiculous. If you can still wreck him for me, wreck him. I don't care how you do it. Sorry, Splashy, but I was getting my revenge on that guy.
There you go, Eric.
Thank you.
He's fighting, like, yeah, he's done 4, but I still have to play. That's all that is. You took that off, guys.
Yes, it is. Splashy didn't go, so I'm going. Oh, I think he just lagged. Splashy, you'll still get a good finish. Man, now I feel bad for causing that caution. Because he probably could have finished if that caution didn't come out. Yeah, we'll give him a good finish. Please do not wreck. I just want to make it to the white. Yeah, I literally stopped, and I was going to give him the position back. And then I seen that he really wasn't going, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to jeopardize it. As white flag, 1 lap to go, presented by Urbane Woodworking. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to ruin my shot here, especially because I got a good one to win. You know? Yeah. Yeah, we'll give him that. I still kind of feel bad for that caution, though. Back to back for the 11 crew. Hunt Brothers Pizza has been good to them. Splashy, if you're cool with third, that's cool with me. We'll have to make it up to you sometime. Yeah. I think, honestly, like, if he's first and, like, we're behind him, then we just help him win at all costs. I feel like that's fair since I chose to get that guy back and that brought out the caution, which essentially ruined his race. You want to do interview? Alrighty. Actually, let me do the burnout first. I just remembered. But just for Splashy, I'm going to change my number to 22 real quick.
Hi, honey.
Alright, so the reason we're 22 is because this wind's going to be for Splashy. So we changed our number to 22 for the burnout, which we just got to do this qualify real quick, win the race, you know how it is. Hopefully I don't have to restart this time like last week. Remember last week how I had to restart because I spun out and would have lost? Alright, here we go. We got 3 laps. We're good. I am so glad I did not decide to pit there, because I don't think any one of us would have won if I decided to pit. Alright, so we just have to... And we can't do burnouts online, so we have to kind of just do a quick race and then win it in order to do the burnout for you guys. So that's what we're doing here. At least for the good burnout. We could try to do a burnout, like just have Hunter join the session again, but it's not going to be as good as this one. And there it is. So we're finally done. Now we can do the burnout. But you already know what's up first, ladies and gentlemen. A Polish victory lap. You see him waving to the crowd. Next Friday night. It is Throwback Week from Darlington. And that's going to be a good race. And here we go. Here's the burnout. As you see the 22 ending up in the grass. Just doing the job for the lawn care company. And now he's going to bring it back out on the cement. Or the asphalt, rather. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we're gonna do the interview in a sec. Instead, we're gonna interview the winner in a sec. Instead, we're gonna interview Ty Majeski real quick. So Ty, you were up there late. You've been up there these past few races, battling for the lead. You've gotten the lead a couple times, lost it. You lost it to actually three different trucks tonight, I believe. It was the 11, the 22, and the 9. How you feeling about tonight? Well, yeah, man, I can't thank Thorsport enough. You know what I'm saying? It's honestly it's a pleasure to race for this organization. Appreciate all the sponsors for coming out here every week. Putting up with us. If we crash, finish, or whatever happens to us during the race, they put up with us week in and week out, and we appreciate that. Honestly, now heading into these final 8 races of the regular season, we're in a good spot. Definitely looks like we might be able to get in on points, but we just got to keep running good up there. Maybe steal a win or a couple in these next 8 races to help our chances, and just stay on the grind. Honestly, I'm proud of tonight. It didn't happen the way we wanted it to, but you know what? You can't spend all your life complaining. You gotta take what you can get. It's like Urban said after Bristol. You can't always get what you want. You just gotta move on. Thanks, Ty. All right, so just a reminder, there is no NASCAR Xfinity Series race this week at Kansas, but next Saturday, a week from today, there is a NASCAR Xfinity Series race. It is Darlington as well, for Throwback Week, and then it concludes Sunday. Throwback Week concludes Sunday with the NASCAR Cup Series and the Goodyear 400. And then tomorrow, right here on Fox Tube TV, it is the Advent Health 400 at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now we're going to do the winner's interview. All right. So here we go.
We're down here with Mason Urban. Mason, what do you think about that last restart?
Well, first, I just want to give my deepest, sincere apology to the 22 crew. We kind of asked for help retaliating against somebody that caused a yellow, and then it kind of messed up his chances of winning the race. I don't ever want to do that to somebody. All I simply wanted was to teach that guy a lesson, and unfortunately that came at the expense of another driver, which is not okay. We're definitely going to make it up to him. This win definitely goes out to him. The last restart, though, it was kind of iffy because, I was trying to follow the rule. I seen that the 22 just, stopped there for a minute or didn't go. And I was trying to follow the rule, because, I don't want to have to go down pit road and serve a pass-through late in the race because I know I'm not going to win the race if that happens. So I tried to stay behind him, and then I seen that he wasn't going, and I seen the trucks coming up behind me, and it's like, okay, I gotta go. I can't, stay here. So, I went, and it was enough to be able to get out front and hang on for the last 3 laps there. We got ourselves our 5th checkered flag of the season, increased our chances at, the regular season championship. We got 8 races to go. Obviously, we can clinch it like 2 to 1 race before that, so that's the goal right now. So obviously I don't want to be the cause of somebody's race getting messed up, so one of these races down the road, we're definitely going to make that up to them. And yeah, that's that, man. I'm feeling great right now. I'm feeling great that we got the truck in victory lane, but I'm not feeling great at the expense, it came with.
What do you think about your driver finishing 7th?
Honestly, that's good for him. He's got to win this season, 2nd place finish. He's 3rd in the points right now. He's doing good. Honestly, I think his goal is to try to, over these next 8 races, he needs to try to get, to 2nd in points so he can probably have a chance to run me down. Because obviously, like, if I don't win the regular season title, I might be friends and acquaintances with the 22, but I would want, the number 9 truck, which is my truck, too. Hang on a sec. I would want the number 9 to win the regular season title. Right now, we're in a good spot. We'll have to see if it's possible for us to not be caught by the 22 a few races from now. And we'll have to keep staying on that grind, and hopefully we don't, unfortunately, make any more poor decisions on track like that today.
Congratulations on your win at Kansas Motor Speedway.
Appreciate it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. You heard from the winner, and honestly, you gotta almost respect that, right? I mean, like, he's like, hey, I'm happy I got the win. I'm happy I got my truck in victory lane, but I'm not proud of the expense it caused, right? The 22 crew should easily probably be in victory lane right now, assuming the caution doesn't come out there. But the caution came out, and the truck just didn't go, and it unfortunately lagged out the race. And that it's just the thought of, like, some people might say, well, the driver should have control of his truck. Yes, but at the same time, like, that caution probably should have never happened to begin with, right? I mean, you can retaliate any day of the week, but just know that the expense it might cause, and it caused the 22. It cost the 22 potentially a win. Now, honestly, like, it's one of those things where you don't necessarily know that it's going to cost them a win until it does. But you don't want that to happen, right? Because especially good acquaintances, they especially during the night, you had multiple contact with them. You spun them out at one point. You ended up putting them in the wall a few times throughout the race. That's not a very good look. I mean, and I heard him on the radio. Like, every time he did that, he always apologized for it, and that's good. Because then, as another driver on track, they're going to be like, okay, that guy definitely did not mean to do it. Versus if you say nothing, then he's going to be like, well, this guy just wrecked me for absolutely no reason. So it's one of those things that plays out. But anyways, guys, we will see you back here tomorrow for the Advent Health 400 at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on FoxTube TV. Coming up next, GTA 5 On Patrol Live. Also, starting Wednesday, will be the bowl games for college football. So stay tuned to that. And until then, so long, everybody. The 11 crew gets the win here in Kansas and goes back-to-back. Can he go back-to-back-to-back at Darlington next week? Only one way to find out.